Dogs are amazing. They're loyal, loving, and they make life better in ways that are hard to describe. But owning a dog isn't just about cuddles and playtime, it's a serious responsibility. And if you're not careful, some common mistakes can cost you thousands of dollars. Yes, thousands. One of these mistakes, mistake number 5, has even bankrupted dog owners. So if you've got a dog or you're thinking about getting one, this video might just save your wallet. Let's dive into the 10 dog mistakes that cost people a fortune and how to avoid them. Mistake number 1, skipping pet insurance. It sounds boring, right? Insurance. But skipping pet insurance is like playing financial roulette. Many dog owners think, my dog's healthy. I don't need insurance. Until one day their dog eats something toxic, breaks a leg, or gets diagnosed with cancer. Suddenly, they're staring at a vet bill for $3,000, $5,000, or even $10,000. Pet insurance isn't just about saving money, it's about peace of mind. It's knowing that if something goes wrong, you won't have to choose between your dog's life and your bank account. And here's the kicker. Most pet insurance plans cost less than a Netflix subscription, yet millions of dog owners skip it, thinking they'll never need it. That's a gamble that's cost people their savings, their vacations, and even their homes. Mistake number 2, neglecting. Preventative care. Dogs are tough. They don't complain when they're sick. They don't tell you something when you hurt. That's why preventative care is so important. Regular checkups, vaccinations, flea and tick treatments, dental cleanings, these aren't optional. They're essential. Skipping these things might save you a few bucks now, but it can lead to massive bills later. For example, heartworm treatment can cost over $1,000, but prevention, just $15 a month. Dental disease is another silent killer. Dogs with untreated dental issues can develop infections that spread to their heart and kidneys. Fixing that? Thousands. Preventing it? A toothbrush and some dog-friendly toothpaste. Dog psychology plays a role here too. Dogs hide pain. It's instinct. In the wild, showing weakness could get them kicked out of the pack. So your dog might be suffering and you wouldn't even know it. That's why regular vet visits matter. They catch problems early before they become expensive emergencies. Mistake number 3, buying fancy dog food without research. Walk into any pet store and you'll see shelves of premium dog food, grain-free, organic, raw, wild-caught salmon. It sounds impressive. But here's the truth. Expensive doesn't always mean better. Many dog owners spend hundreds extra every year on food that's marketed like a luxury product, but some of these foods aren't backed by science. In fact, grain-free diets have been linked to heart disease in dogs, and raw diets, they can carry bacteria that make both dogs and humans sick. Dog nutrition is complex. What matters most is balance, protein, fat, carbs, vitamins, not buzzwords. A well-researched, vet-approved brand might cost less and be healthier than the trendy stuff. So before you drop $80 on a bag of food because it says wild boar, ask your vet. Your dog's body and your wallet will thank you. Mistake number 4, choosing the wrong breed for your lifestyle. This one's sneaky. People fall in love with a breed because it's cute or popular. Huskies, French bulldogs, German shepherds. But every breed has different needs, energy levels, health risks, behavior quirks, and if you pick the wrong one, it can cost you big time. Take Huskies. They're beautiful, but they're also escape artists with endless energy. If you live in a small apartment and work long hours, a Husky will destroy your furniture, howl all day, and maybe even run away. Fixing that? Training, dog walkers, repairs, easily thousands. French bulldogs are adorable, but they're prone to breathing problems. Surgery for that? $3,000 or more. German shepherds are loyal, but they need serious training. Without it, they can become aggressive or anxious. That means behaviorists trainers, and maybe even legal trouble. Dog psychology is key here. Every breed has instincts: herding, guarding, hunting. If those instincts clash with your lifestyle, your dog will act out, and you'll pay the price. So do your homework. Choose a breed that fits your life, not just your Instagram feed. Mistake number 5: ignoring behavioral issues until it's too late. This is the one that bankrupts people. Literally. Behavioral problems, aggression, separation anxiety, destructive chewing can spiral out of control, and fixing them isn't cheap. Trainers charge hundreds per session. Behaviorists charge even more. And if your dog bites someone, you could face lawsuits, fines, and insurance hikes. But here's the twist. Most behavioral issues start small. A little growl, a chewed chew, a bark that lasts too long. Dog psychology tells us that dogs act out when they're confused, scared, or bored. They're not trying to be bad, they're trying to communicate. Ignoring these signs is like ignoring a leak in your roof. It gets worse and more expensive. The key is early intervention, positive reinforcement, clear boundaries, and consistency. If you wait until your dog is biting strangers or destroying your house, it's too late. You'll be paying for trainers, repairs, and maybe even legal fees. So, don't wait. If your dog is showing signs of stress or misbehavior, act now. It's cheaper and kinder to fix it early. Mistake number 6: not budgeting for emergencies. Dogs are unpredictable. One day they're fine. The next, they've swallowed a sock or jumped off the couch wrong. Emergency vet visits can cost thousands, and if you don't have a pet emergency fund, you're in trouble. Some dog owners end up maxing out credit cards, borrowing money, or even selling belongings to pay for surgery. It's heartbreaking and avoidable. Setting aside even $20 a month can build a cushion, enough to cover unexpected costs without wrecking your finances. Think of it as a safety net for both you and your dog. And here's a psychological twist. Dogs pick up on your stress. If you're panicking about money, they feel it. That can make them anxious, which leads to more behavioral problems. It's a cycle. So having an emergency fund isn't just smart, it's calming for both of you. Mistake number 7: overlooking mental stimulation. This one doesn't sound expensive, but it is. Dogs need more than food and walks. They need mental stimulation, toys, games, training. Without it, they get bored. And bored dogs chew furniture, dig holes, bark nonstop, and even develop anxiety. Fixing that damage? Thousands. Replacing couches, repairing fences, paying for trainers, all because your dog was bored. Dog psychology teaches us that mental exercise is just as important as physical. Puzzle toys. Hide and seek. Learning new tricks. And these things keep your dog's brain active and your house intact. And here's the kicker. Mental stimulation can prevent health problems too. Dogs that stay mentally engaged live longer, healthier lives. So investing in a few thousands toys or training sessions now can save you later. Mistake number 8: underestimating the cost of grooming. Grooming isn't just about making your dog look good, it's about keeping them healthy. But many dog owners don't realize how expensive grooming can be, especially for breeds with long or curly coats like poodles, shih tzus, or golden retrievers. Skipping regular grooming leads to matted fur, skin infections, and even parasites hiding in tangled hair. Fixing those problems? Hundreds of dollars in vet bills. And if the matting is severe, some groomers won't even touch it. You'll need a vet to sedate your dog and shave them down. That's a $500 mistake right there. Dog psychology plays a role too. Dogs that aren't groomed regularly can become fearful of brushes, clippers, and baths. That fear turns into stress, which makes grooming harder and more expensive. Some groomers charge extra for difficult dogs, so the earlier you start grooming routines, the easier and cheaper it is in the long run. Mistake number 9: not socializing. Early socialization is one of the most overlooked parts of raising a dog. It's not just about play dates. It's about teaching your dog how to behave around people, other dogs, loud noises, and new environments. Miss this window, usually between 3 and 14 weeks, and you could end up with a fearful, reactive dog. And here's where the money starts flying. Dogs that aren't socialized often need behaviorists, private trainers, and specialized classes. That's hundreds or thousands of dollars. Worse, they might not be allowed in doggy daycare, boarding facilities, or even public parks. That limits your options and increases your costs when you travel or work long hours. Dog psychology tells us that early experiences shape a dog's brain. A puppy that meets friendly strangers and calm dogs learns that the world is safe. A puppy that's isolated learns to fear everything. Fear leads to aggression, and aggression leads to lawsuits, vet bills, and heartbreak. So socialize early. It's free, it's fun, and it saves you a fortune. Mistake number 10, falling for dog fashion trends. We get it. Those tiny raincoats and booties are adorable. But dog fashion can be a money pit. Some owners spend hundreds on outfits, accessories, and seasonal gear that their dog doesn't need and often hates. Here's the truth. Most dogs don't need clothes. In fact, some dogs get stressed when dressed up. They freeze, refuse to walk, or even chew the clothes off. That's wasted money and a confused dog. Now, there are exceptions. Short-haired breeds like greyhounds or chihuahuas might need a coat in winter, but for most dogs, fashion is for humans, not for them. And if you're buying designer gear, you're paying for a label, not function. Dog psychology again. Dogs communicate through body language. Covering them in clothes can block that communication, making it difficult for other dogs to read their signals. That can lead to fights, fear, and more behavior problems. So before you buy that $80 dog hoodie, ask yourself, does your dog really need it? Owning a dog is one of life's greatest joys, but it's also a serious financial commitment. These 10 mistakes, skipping insurance, neglecting care, buying trendy food, choosing the wrong breed, ignoring behavior, forgetting emergencies, and skipping mental stimulation, have cost dog owners thousands. Some have even gone bankrupt. But the good news? Every one of these mistakes is avoidable. With a little knowledge, a little planning, and a lot of love, you can give your dog a happy, healthy life and keep your bank account safe. So if you've made any of these mistakes, don't panic. Learn from them, fix them, and share this video with every dog owner you know, because saving one dog and one wallet is worth it.